Russian President Vladimir Putin has stated that Ukraine is in no hurry for peace, and if it did not want to resolve the conflict peacefully, Moscow would accomplish all its goals by force. Putin's remarks follow a vast Russian drone and missile attack that prompted Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy to say Russia was demonstrating its wish to continue the war while Kyiv wanted peace. This comes just a day ahead of Ukrainian President Zelenskyy's meeting with US President Donald Trump in Florida to discuss the US-led 20-point peace plan to bring the war to an end. The White House, meanwhile, has declined to comment on the Russian president's latest comments. My colleague Aditya Vadhavan with us on the broadcast. Aditya, take our viewers through the details.
Well, absolutely, Devika. You see, Russian President Vladimir Putin has visited a command post of Russian armed forces and has remarked there that if Ukraine refuses to end things peacefully, Russia would meet the challenges with force. So definitely, if you see, Putin said that the establishment of a buffer zone on the Russian-Ukrainian border is proceeding well, and that Russian armed forces are advancing in Donbass and the Zaporizhzhia region along the entire line of engagement. Putin made the remarks after his meeting with the Chief of the General Staff, Valery Gerasimov, and the commanders of the battle group. He also heard on the liberation of Gulyai-Pol in the Zaporizhzhia region and Dimitrov in the Donetsk People's Republic. So it further stated that the remarks by the head of the state and the Chief of General Staff highlighted that the regime leaders in Kyiv are in no hurry to resolve the conflict peacefully. His remarks came as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy reiterated that the territories which Russia occupied during the 4-year-long running war and the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant are red lines for Ukraine, emphasizing that any sensitive decisions would require consultation with the Ukrainian people through a referendum or legislative changes ahead of his meeting with US President Donald Trump in Florida. Devika.